But thank God, the minority leader of the House is also here.
We're going to help in agricultural development, we're going to help in defense. The farmer in the village can be working for Bank of America and earning extra dollars if he's literate in this numeracy. And this is what we are bringing to the fore. From Pakistan to Potiskum, this, with all due modesty, is the answer.
I think we all would agree that when we learn, fear is the biggest obstacle that we face. If we're afraid of anything in the learning process, our brain shuts down, it stops working. And this is the single biggest reason that the majority of people who learn maths and who struggle with English never get beyond the lowest level.
In the discussions that we're about to engage in, when you are talking about basic numeracy and basic literacy, that is what fundamentally brought about the problem of Boko Haram insurgency, whereby the insurgents had a veritable and fertile ground to recruit unsuspecting youths into their fold and then unleash this havoc on the Nigerian society. And in the course of your brief, you said these your products will go a long way in trying to sort out this problem. So I really appreciate, but I want a demonstration.
The cards ask maths questions, and each category asks them in a different way. So we don't learn our numeracy in a linear fashion, we learn it in a multilinear fashion. From the very beginning, we learn to be flexible in our numeracy.
It sounds very excellently and understood. And I was made to understand that even the process of learning requires time and knowledge, right? So my worry is here, how can our people that comes from rural areas where most of us belongs to, how can they benefit out of this? Because it requires time, it requires, process of learning, very deep one to understand. That's just my question. Thank you.
We can train teacher leaders and set up centres of excellence in the areas where they're needed the most. And in those centres of excellence, we train more teacher leaders. We send those teacher leaders into the schools of the area to teach them the new way that we're suggesting. We begin to reach those people. I think the answer is we can't solve illiteracy and innumeracy overnight. We have to address it step by step. And I think the first step is to reach the people who can do something and make them better.
The House of Representatives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, thank you so much for this very wonderful and excellent engagement. And also would like to tell you that we will be looking forward to more of these engagements in the future. It's a very good advocacy that I think parliamentarians will be interested about. And at this point, I would like to invite my colleague, the minority leader of the House of Representatives, who is also a chief and a man of God, of course a brother to your Royal Majesty, to speak around of this engagement. Honorable Elumelu, please.
We know how we can use it to add value in the lives of our people in the rural area, just like my colleague had earlier submitted. So, you're welcome.
I hope you will cover all of them, please. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you sure? Yes, sir.
By the presentations of our visitors, it's like an advocacy engagement with the members of the Parliament of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I want to believe, as members were so much interested in the program, I believe we will engage them more. And when we now engage them more, we will begin to become more enlightened. And from that point of view, we can be able to see how we can come in to really support this program and get it impacted in the lives and welfare of our own people in Nigeria. We are members that represent our people, and I believe things like this, if we use them effectively, the way they are being used out there, I think it will be to the benefit and the betterment of our people in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.